Alright, what's up YouTube? Mind Games here. It's Jasper with another review for you guys. Today we're doing the long-awaited Mophie Juice Pack Air. You know how I have two of these, so one's already out of the box, but this is just showing you what comes in the box. So you open it up, and it first comes with a different sort of USB thing. It's not like micro. It's not mini USB. People said it's micro USB. I'm not too sure, but it's not the same as the original Mophie Juice Pack. It's a different cable, so you can't use the same cable if you have the Mophie Juice Pack. And then you also have the case. In here you have the instruction manual. Tells you everything about it. Just everything about it. And you have the case. Now the case is pretty much the original Mophie with a top. As you can see, the design is pretty much the same thing as the original Mophie. You can see there. This one's in purple. Kind of looks blue on the screen, not sure. But this one's in purple. It looks like the original Mophie. I have it right here. There's. You see, it's like the original Mophie, but it has a top. It is also a lot thinner compared to this one. You can see, and it's a not metallic, plastic finish. So it is a lot different. It's sort of a improvement, kind of, from the original Mophie, but we'll get into that. So we'll just throw this in. So it just easily slides in, as so. And you can see down, I'll get into that. And you just take the top. Now the top is kind of locks in. There is a little sort of raised mark here. If you can see that. There's a raised little area here and then an indent on the back here. Right there. So the top does lock into place, as so. It locks in like that. So the top isn't going to fall off or slide off or anything, which is pretty good because, you know, you don't want the top falling off and then you lose the protection or you lose the top of the case. You can see the side there. Let me zoom in. It's fully open. You can get to your volume up and down really easily. You can switch it down, your vibrate switch, but up is kind of a hard task because you do have to kind of dig in there. So if you don't have nails, it's kind of hard to get into there. Excuse me. It is kind of hard to get into there, so, you know, it's hard to get your unsilence the switch. Up here you can see nice cutout for your headphones, so you can easily use your headphones, and there's a cutout for your sleep awake button, which is pretty awesome, easily accessible. You can see down here, everything is kind of closed off. Right here is a really good feature, right down here. I don't know if you can really see that. That's the on-off switch. You can actually turn on and off this battery pack, which is awesome, because if you have it on, you don't want the battery to be used when you don't need it. So you can turn it on when you do need it. And then this is where your port is, for your micro USB or whatever it's called. You can see the back here. Camera hole pretty nicely cut out, so you can still use your camera. Your whole back is covered, and then back here you have your power gauge. You can show your power. You can see this one's not really charged. That's because I wanted to show you guys some things. So it's not charged, but you just push this button and it lights. It shows how many lights, how much battery you have. You can see the front here. The chrome is somewhat exposed. You can see a lot of the chrome in the front. The side chrome you don't really see, and you can see it's not really raised, so there isn't much of a lay on the table design, if anything. So you know, if you're one of those people that like to lay your phone out face down, it's not one of those cases. Sorry, knocked over a water bottle. It's not one of those cases that you can like lay it down like that. You can lay it on the back if anything, but on the front you don't have that much, you know. Again, they kept the same The same design as the original Mophie, where it has the two little grooves here for your speakers, so you can still hear any sounds that your phone makes. Let me put in my code. There you go. You can still hear it. It's sort of amplified, so you can still hear it, which is awesome because down here you don't have anything cut out so that you can't hear it. Now this does also have the smart sync, as did the original Mophie. So we're just gonna go over here. I already have it set up. Bring my laptop forward. And so the smart charge is where if you plug it in, it'll first sync your phone, your iPhone, or your iPhone first, and then the battery. So we're just gonna wait for this to boot up. Waiting. Still waiting. Sorry, it's taking long. There you go. So you can see the phone is charging. It's gonna charge the phone first, and then it'll charge the juice pack. So you can see the juice pack doesn't have anything coming into it because the blue lights aren't flashing, but it's all going into the phone first, so that's where all the energy is going to. And then we'll just close that, wait for it, and then it'll come up to sync. So that's one good thing. It'll charge what's needed first instead of charging what's not needed, which is the battery pack. You need your phone first. It'll charge your phone first, and then it'll charge your battery pack second. As you can see, it's not charging again. But when you need the battery, all you have to do is turn it on, and it's good. Now this battery doesn't last as long as the original Mophie. I'll get into comparison a bit later, into a second part of this video, which you might want to go watch after this. The battery lasts, I'd say maybe 80%. If you're from 20, it'll charge it to about 80-90%, not fully 100%, which is one of the downsides. It doesn't fully charge your phone, if anything. Maybe if you're at 50% and you just have to turn it on, it'll charge from there. But from 20%, it'll get to about 80-90% of your full battery, and then it'll die off. So that's one of the downsides. It's not a complete charging. It doesn't charge like it fully, but it does give you extra battery life if needed. And it is very thin. It does feel very nice in the hand. It does kind of attract fingerprints like the original phone, like the phone by itself. As you can see, I have really greasy fingers, so it'll show up. But it's not that bad of a juice pack. It's about, I think, $20 cheaper than the original juice pack, but it gives a lot more protection. It's a lot thinner, and it does have that one thing down here, the on-off switch, which I really liked. Also has the smart sync, 270 hours standby time, 4.5 hours on 3G network talk time, or 9 hours on a 2G network, 4.5 hours of internet use on 3G, or 5.4 hours on Wi-Fi, 20 hours of audio playback, and 6 hours of video playback. So it does still give you a lot of juice, but not as much as the Mophie, which is alright if you don't need that much power with the original Mophie. Go with the Juice Pack Air. It's about $20 cheaper and looks a lot nicer on your phone. So that's all I have for the review. I'm going to do a little comparison between the Mophie Air and the Mophie Juice Pack in a part 2, and you might want to stick around for that whole video. So link will show up right about now, right here somewhere. So click on that and go to the second video, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace out, YouTube.